Welcome back to Mahiro's Japanese School. I'm thrilled to have you here for episode 31 of our Discover Japan series. Today, we're heading to a prefecture that's known as the Land of Sunshine, the birthplace of Japan's most famous folktale hero, and home to one of the 3 most beautiful gardens in all of Japan. We're exploring Okayama Prefecture. Okayama is located in southern Honshu, facing the Seto Inland Sea. This prefecture enjoys one of the best climates in Japan, with mild weather year-round and very little rain, which is why it's nicknamed Ha-Rei no Kuni, the Land of Sunshine. This perfect climate produces incredible fruit, especially peaches, and has allowed Okayama to develop a rich culture and history, from Edo-period canals to legendary folklore, from samurai castles to pristine gardens, from juicy peaches to fresh seafood. Okayama offers a perfect blend of history, culture, and natural beauty. Let's explore. 1. Kurashiki Bikan Historical Quarter. Let's start with one of the most photogenic and atmospheric places in all of Japan, the Kurashiki Bikan Historical Quarter. This beautifully preserved Edo-period district will transport you back in time. The heart of the district is a picturesque canal lined with traditional white-walled warehouses and willow trees. These white-plastered storehouses with black tile roofs were built in the Edo period 17th and 19th centuries, when Kurashiki was a prosperous merchant town. Rice and other goods were stored here before being shipped across Japan. Walking along these canals feels like stepping into a historical painting. The white walls reflect in the calm water. Weeping willows drape over the canal banks, and traditional wooden bridges arc over the water. The atmosphere is incredibly peaceful and nostalgic. This is the Japan of postcards and dreams. Look at the architectural details. The white plaster walls, called Namako-kabe, have distinctive black tile patterns that look like a grid. These walls are not just beautiful. They're fireproof, protecting the precious goods inside. The heavy wooden doors, latticed windows, and tiled roofs showcase traditional Japanese craftsmanship at its finest. One of the best ways to experience the quarter is by taking a traditional boat ride along the canal. A boatman in traditional clothing poles. The flat-bottomed boat slowly through the waterways while explaining the history. From water level, you get a completely different perspective. It's incredibly romantic and peaceful. Many of the old warehouses have been beautifully converted into museums, galleries, cafes, and shops. Ohara Museum of Art. This is Japan's first museum of Western art, opened in 1930. The collection includes works by El Greco, Monet, Matisse, Renoir, and Gauguin, genuine masterpieces. The museum also has Japanese galleries and contemporary art. The neoclassical building itself is beautiful. Ivy Square. This is a complex of renovated textile factory buildings now housing hotels, restaurants, museums, and shops. The brick buildings covered with ivy create a European atmosphere. The Kurabo Square Museum shows the history of Japanese textile industry. The area is known for traditional crafts. Kurashiki glass, beautiful handmade glassware. Bizen pottery, one of Japan's oldest pottery styles. Local textiles and denim. Kurashiki is a denim production center. The district is filled with charming cafes housed in converted warehouses. Imagine sipping coffee in a 200-year-old building with exposed wooden beams. There are also boutiques selling handmade crafts, local products, and souvenirs. The quarter is beautiful at any time. During the day, the white walls gleam in the sunshine. At sunset, the golden light creates magic. In the evening, traditional lanterns illuminate the streets, creating an incredibly atmospheric scene. On certain nights, there are special illumination events. Each season brings different beauty. Spring cherry blossoms along the canals. Summer fresh greenery and traditional festivals. Autumn. The willow leaves turn golden. Winter sometimes light snow dusts the white walls. What I love about Kurashiki Bikan is the pace. Everything slows down here. People stroll leisurely, stop to take photos, sit by the canal watching boats pass, and just enjoy the atmosphere. It's a refreshing contrast to the rush of modern Japanese cities. Visiting tips. Allow 3 to 4 hours to explore properly. Visit early morning or late afternoon to avoid tour groups. Evening is magical with fewer crowds and beautiful lighting. Boat rides about 500 yen for 20 minutes. Many shops close around 5-6 p.m., combined with Ohara Museum visit. Very walkable. Comfortable shoes recommended. Why it's special. While many Japanese cities were destroyed during Edo-eras or modernized beyond recognition, Kurashiki's merchant quarter was miraculously preserved. Walking these streets, you're seeing the same views that Edo-period merchants saw. The commitment to preservation, while adapting buildings for modern use, is inspiring. 2. Momotaro legend and Kibi region. Now let me tell you about Momotaro, the Peach Boy. This is one of Japan's most beloved folktales, and it originated right here in Okayama. The legend. Long ago, an elderly couple lived in the mountains of Okayama. One day, while the old woman was washing clothes in the river, a giant peach came floating downstream. When they cut open the peach, inside was a baby boy. They named him Momotaro, Peach Boy, and raised him as their son. Momotaro grew up to be strong and brave. When he learned that demons Oni were terrorizing nearby villages from their castle on Onigashima Demon Island, he decided to defeat them. His elderly parents gave him kibidango millet dumplings for his journey. Along the way, Momotaro met a dog, a monkey, and a pheasant. He shared his kibidango with them, and they became his loyal companions. Together they traveled to Onigashima, fought the demons, and won. Momotaro returned home as a hero with treasure from the demon's castle. This legend is deeply connected to Okayama. The Kibi region, old name for Okayama, is where the story is set. Okayama is famous for delicious peaches. Kibidango millet dumplings is Okayama's famous souvenir. The legend may be based on real historical events from ancient Kibi kingdom. Throughout Okayama, you'll see Momotaro everywhere. Statues, mascots, souvenirs, train station decorations. Momotaro is the pride of Okayama. At Okayama Station, there's even a large statue of Momotaro with his 3 animal companions. Kibitsu Hiko Shrine. This shrine is believed to be connected to the actual historical figure who inspired the Momotaro legend. The shrine was founded over 1,500 years ago and is dedicated to Kibitsu Hiko no Mikoto, a prince who pacified this region. The shrine's main hall uses a rare architectural style called Kibitsu Zukuri, found only here. The building is a national treasure and absolutely stunning with its distinctive curved roofs. The most impressive feature is the 400-meter-long covered corridor connecting different buildings. This corridor follows the contours of the hillside, creating a beautiful undulating path. Walking along this corridor with sunlight filtering through the latticed windows is a meditative experience. The shrine is famous for a unique fortune-telling ritual called Narukama Shinji. A priestess heats water in a large kettle, and the sound it makes predicts your fortune. If it makes a loud sound, good luck is coming. This tradition has been practiced for over 700 years. Kibitsu Shrine. Another important shrine in the legend is Kibitsu Shrine, which also claims connections to Momotaro. This shrine has an even longer corridor, 360 meters, and beautiful buildings set on the mountainside. Throughout Okayama, you can buy kibidango, the dumplings from the legend. Modern kibidango are sweet rice cakes with a mochi-like texture, often flavored with millet, green tea, or other flavors. They're delicious and make perfect souvenirs. Why it matters. The Momotaro legend embodies Japanese values: courage, loyalty, teamwork, and respect for elders. The story has been told for centuries and remains beloved by Japanese children today. Experiencing the actual locations from the legend adds a magical dimension to visiting Okayama. 3. Okayama Castle, the Crow Castle. Now let's visit Okayama Castle, nicknamed Ujo, or Crow Castle, because of its black exterior. While Himeji is the white heron, Okayama is the black crow. Okayama Castle was built in 1597 by Ukita Hidehei, one of Toyotomi Hideyoshi's most trusted generals. The castle was designed to showcase power and wealth. The exterior walls were covered in black lacquer and decorated with gold accents, creating a striking appearance. The castle has a unique irregular pentagon shape, rather than the typical square design. The main tower is 6 stories inside, but appears as 5 from outside. The black walls give it a much more imposing military appearance compared to white castles. Look at the golden shachihoko, mythical fish-like creatures on the roof. These gold ornaments were symbols of wealth and power. The combination of black and gold creates a dramatic, almost fierce appearance. The original castle was destroyed in W-12 air raids, and the current structure is a 1966 reconstruction. However, one original turret, Tsukimi Yagura Moon Viewing Turret, survived and is designated an important cultural property. This small tower sits on the stone walls by the river and is the only remaining original structure. Inside, the castle has been modernized with elevators, thank goodness, those stairs, and converted into a museum. Exhibits showcase samurai armor and weapons, the history of Okayama domain, Ukita and Akita clans who ruled Okayama, castle architecture and construction, interactive displays and models. From the top floor, you get excellent views of Okayama City, and, importantly, you can see Korakuen Garden right next door. The castle and garden were designed to be viewed together. Feudal lords would view their perfect garden from the castle tower. The castle sits on impressive stone walls and is surrounded by moats. Walking around the base, you can appreciate the massive scale of construction. Some of these stones were transported from distant quarries, using thousands of workers. The castle grounds host various events throughout the year. Cherry blossom viewing in spring, the grounds have beautiful sakura. Summer festivals, autumn moon viewing events continuing the tradition. Special nighttime illuminations. The castle is especially photogenic during golden hour when the black walls catch the warm sunset light, and at night when it's dramatically illuminated. Visiting tips. Combined ticket with Korakuen Garden available 640 yen. Great value. Open 9 a.m., 5:30 p.m. Allow 1.5 hours. Visit castle first, then walk through connecting path to Korakuen. Best photos from across the Asahi River. Summer can be hot inside. AC helps, but dress coolly. 4. Korakuen Garden, one of Japan's 3 great gardens. Now for one of Okayama's absolute highlights. Korakuen Garden, officially recognized as one of Japan's 3 great gardens, along with Kenroku in Kanazawa and Kairaku in Ibaraki. Korakuen was completed in 1700 after 14 years of construction. It was created by the feudal lord Ikeda Tsunemasa as a place for rest and entertainment. The name Korakuen means garden for taking pleasure later, implying that a good ruler should care for their people first, then enjoy their garden. The garden covers about 13.3 hectares, 33 acres. It's huge. Unlike typical Japanese gardens that focus on intimate, enclosed spaces, Korakuen emphasizes open, spacious lawns and panoramic views. This is called Kayu Shiki strolling garden style. Designed to be walked through with constantly changing views, the garden masterfully combines various landscape elements. Extensive lawns rare in Japanese gardens, multiple ponds and streams, hills offering elevated viewpoints, tea houses and rest pavilions, plum, cherry, and maple groves, rice paddies and tea fields showing connection to agriculture. Crane aviaries, the elegant birds add life to the garden. One of the garden's most brilliant features is shake borrowed scenery. The design intentionally incorporates views of Okayama Castle and the surrounding mountains into the garden's composition. As you walk, the castle appears at different angles, always perfectly framed by the garden elements. The central pond is called Sawa no Ike and is the heart of the garden. Islands, bridges, and strategically placed rocks create an idyllic scene. The pond reflects the sky, trees, and castle, doubling the beauty. The Enyote is the garden's main tea house, beautifully positioned for viewing the garden. Feudal lords would rest here and enjoy the carefully composed views. You can enjoy matcha tea here while soaking in the scenery. It's a perfect way to slow down and appreciate the garden's artistry. Climb Yuishinzan, the garden's small hill, for the best overall view. From here, you can see the entire garden layout with the castle in the background. This is the classic Korakuen photo. Multiple streams flow through the garden, created by diverting water from the nearby Asahi River. The gentle sound of flowing water, the reflection of trees, and the carefully placed stepping stones create perfect harmony. Korakuen is magnificent year-round, with each season offering different beauty. Spring, 280 plum trees bloom in February, creating fragrant pink clouds. 580 cherry trees burst into bloom in April. Fresh green grass carpets the lawns. Azaleas add pops of pink and red. Summer, lush greenery everywhere. Lotus flowers bloom in the ponds. Special early morning openings to enjoy the garden before heat. Evening illumination events. Autumn, 100 maple trees turn brilliant red and gold. The contrast of autumn colors with evergreen pines is stunning. Clear autumn skies create perfect reflections. Comfortable walking weather. Winter. Garden takes on serene, contemplative atmosphere. Occasional snow transforms it into a monochrome painting. Camellias bloom, adding color. Fewer tourists mean peaceful experiences. What makes Korakuen special is the meticulous maintenance. Gardeners constantly prune, rake, and tend to every element. The lawns are perfectly manicured. Trees are shaped with precision, and moss is carefully cultivated. This level of care has continued for over 300 years. The garden hosts special events, evening illuminations, summer and autumn, traditional performances, tea ceremonies, seasonal festivals, early morning openings during peak seasons. Visiting tips: entry 410 yen or 640 yen combined with castle. Open 7:30 a.m., 6 p.m. varies by season. Allow 1.52 hours minimum. Visit early morning for best light and fewer crowds. Bring a camera. Everywhere is photogenic. Wear comfortable walking shoes. Tea house matcha costs extra but worth it. Check event calendar for special illuminations. Why it's considered one of 3 great gardens. Korakuen achieved the perfect balance of spaciousness, variety, carefully designed views, and harmony with surrounding landscape. The incorporation of the castle as borrowed scenery was revolutionary. The garden has been lovingly maintained for over 300 years, allowing us to see almost exactly what feudal lords saw. 5. Other Okayama highlights. Okayama has even more to offer. Let me quickly show you some other fantastic spots. Every February, Saidaiji Temple hosts one of Japan's most unusual festivals, the Eyo. Thousands of men wearing only traditional loincloths compete in near-freezing temperatures to catch sacred wooden sticks shingi thrown by priests. It's absolute chaos, incredibly intense and fascinating to watch. Catching a stick is believed to bring a year of happiness. Washizan Hill offers one of the best views in the Seto Uchi region. From the observation deck, you can see the Seto Inland Sea, the Great Seto Bridge, connecting Okayama to Shikoku, and countless islands dotting the sea. The sunset views are particularly spectacular. The Kibi Plain has a famous cycling route that passes by several historical sites connected to the Momotaro legend. You can rent bicycles and ride through rice fields, past ancient burial mounds, and stop at various shrines and temples. It's a wonderful way to experience rural Japan. Bizen City is famous for Bizen Yaki, one of Japan's 6 ancient kilns. This pottery uses no glaze instead. The beautiful brown and rust colors come from the natural firing process. You can visit kilns, watch potters work, and even try making your own pottery. 6. Okayama's delicious cuisine. Now let's talk about Okayama's incredible food. Thanks to the sunny climate, Okayama produces amazing fruit and fresh seafood. Let's eat! 6-1, Okayama Momo Peaches. Okayama is called the Peach Kingdom for good reason. The prefecture produces some of the finest peaches in Japan. The warm climate, minimal rainfall, and skilled farming create perfect peaches. The most prized is Hakuto White Peach. Incredibly juicy, sweet, and delicate. When perfectly ripe, the flesh is so tender. You can eat it with a spoon like pudding. One premium peach can cost 1,000 yen or more. You'll find peach everything in Okayama. Fresh peaches seasonal, summer, peach desserts and parfaits, peach juice, peach wine and sake, peach-flavored snacks. Taking a bite of a perfectly ripe Okayama peach is a transcendent experience. The juice runs down your chin, the sweetness is incredible, and the fragrance is intoxicating. 6-2. Muscat of Alexandria grapes. Okayama produces premium muscat grapes. The large, green, incredibly sweet grapes. Each grape cluster is carefully grown, with some bunches selling for over 10,000 yen. The grapes are seedless, have thin skins you can eat, and taste like concentrated sunshine. 6-3 Peony grapes. These large, dark purple grapes are another Okayama specialty. They're seedless, sweet with slight tartness, and have a wonderful texture. Premium clusters are given as gifts. 6-4 Okayama Barazushi Scattered Sushi. This is Okayama's signature dish. Barazushi means scattered sushi, a beautiful bowl of sushi rice topped, with colorful ingredients including fresh sashimi seafood is caught fresh from the Seto Inland Sea, seasoned vegetables, lotus root, shredded egg, vinaigrette saguaro Spanish mackerel. The presentation is stunning. Each ingredient is arranged beautifully, creating a colorful mosaic. It's almost too pretty to eat. The combination of fresh seafood, seasoned vegetables, and vinegared rice is delicious. And It represents Okayama's bounty from both land and sea. 6.5. Mamakari spotted sardine. This small fish is caught in the Seto Inland Sea and is Okayama's soul food. The name Mamakari literally means borrow rice, because the fish is so delicious you'd borrow rice from your neighbor to eat with it. Mamakari is typically vinegar-marinated suno mano style, making it perfect with rice. The vinegar cuts the fishiness and the flesh is firm and tasty. It's often served as part of barazushi or as a side dish. 6-6. Sawara Spanish mackerel. Sawara caught in the Seto Inland Sea is premium quality. The fish is firm, slightly fatty, and delicious. It's enjoyed as sashimi, tataki lightly seared, grilled with salt or miso, in sushi. Spring sawara, especially from March-May, is considered the best. 6-7. Hinase oysters. Hinase area in Okayama produces excellent oysters. From the clean waters of the Seto Inland Sea, from November to March, you can enjoy incredibly fresh oysters. Raw oysters, grilled oysters, fried oysters, oyster hot pot, oyster rice. The oysters are plump, sweet, and have a clean ocean taste without any unpleasant fishiness. 6-8. Kibidango millet dumplings. These are the souvenir from Okayama. Remember the Momotaro legend? These are the dumplings he shared with his animal friends. Modern kibidango are soft, chewy rice cakes made with millet flour, wrapped in bamboo leaves. They're slightly sweet, have a pleasant mochi-like texture, and come in various flavors. Original matcha, white peach, etc. They're individually wrapped, making them perfect gifts. 6-9. Demikatsudon. This is Okayama's unique twist on katsudon. Instead of egg and sauce, a crispy pork cutlet is served over rice and cabbage. Covered in demi-glaze sauce, the rich, slightly sweet sauce with crispy pork is absolutely delicious. It originated in Okayama and remains a local favorite. 6-10. Ebisu Gai Seafood Street. Uno Port has Ebisu Kai, a street lined with seafood restaurants. Here you can enjoy incredibly fresh seafood caught that morning. The specialty is seafood hot pot and grilled fish. The casual local atmosphere and rock-bottom prices make it popular with locals. 6-11. Local sake. Okayama has excellent sake breweries producing quality sake using local rice and pure water. Brands like Sanzui, Kamokinshu, and Tsukasabatan are highly regarded. The sake tends to be smooth and slightly sweet, pairing perfectly with seafood. 6-12. Fresh fruit desserts. Thanks to incredible fruit production, Okayama cafes and restaurants serve amazing fruit desserts. Fruit parfait piled high with fresh peaches, grapes, strawberries. Fruit sandwiches, cream, and fruit and fluffy bread. Fruit smoothies, fruit tarts. Fruit daifuku mochi wrapped around whole fruits. These desserts showcase Okayama's fruit at its best. Foodie tips. Visit during fruit season peaches. June, August, grapes. August, October. Kurashiki has many cafes serving barazushi in beautiful settings. Omote-cho Shopping Arcade in Okayama City has many restaurants. Fruit parfait shops near Okayama Station. Kurashiki Bikan area has atmospheric cafes. Fresh seafood best in coastal areas like Hinase or Uno. Don't leave without trying kibidango. And there you have it, Okayama Prefecture. From the atmospheric canals of Kurashiki to the legendary land of Momotaro. From the striking Black Crow Castle to one of Japan's 3 greatest gardens. From juicy peaches to fresh seafood. Okayama offers a perfect blend of history, legend, natural beauty, and delicious food. What I love most about Okayama is how it feels authentic and unhurried. While neighboring prefectures get more international attention, Okayama maintains its own character. Friendly, sunny, and genuinely welcoming. The land of sunshine isn't just about weather. It's about the warm, cheerful atmosphere. And how cool is it to visit the actual birthplace of Japan's most famous folktale hero? Walking through the Kibi region, visiting the shrines, eating kibidango, you're experiencing the real places that inspired a story that's been told for centuries. Momotaro represents the best of Japanese values, and Okayama embodies that same spirit. Remember, Okayama is beautiful year-round thanks to that sunny climate. But fruit season summer-autumn is especially magical when you can taste those legendary peaches and grapes. Cherry blossom season at Korakuen and the castle is also spectacular. If you enjoyed discovering the land of sunshine with me today, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Mahiro's Japanese School, We're making steady progress toward covering all 47 prefectures of Japan. And every episode reveals new treasures. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an adventure. Now, I want to hear from you. What excited you most about Okayama? The atmospheric streets of Kurashiki? The legendary Momotaro story? The beautiful Korakuen Garden? Or are you just dreaming about biting into a perfectly ripe Okayama peach? Share in the comments. And if you've been to Okayama, tell us about your experience. Pro tip, Okayama makes an excellent base for exploring the region. The city is a major transportation hub with easy access to Hiroshima, 40 minutes, Osaka, 1 hour, Kyoto, 1.5 hours, and even Shikoku via the Great Seto Bridge. Many travelers overlook Okayama, but those who visit discover a prefecture that's genuinely special. And if you do one thing in Okayama, visit Korakuen Garden during golden hour and watch the sunset from the hill, while Okayama Castle turns black against the colorful sky. That moment perfectly captures everything beautiful about this prefecture. Thank you so much for exploring Okayama with me. Until next time, keep discovering, keep learning, and remember, sometimes the most rewarding places are the ones that aren't trying to steal the spotlight. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.